Welcome to Body Solutions, where total physical fitness is directed by physical therapists. In this video, I'm going to go over a lower body workout that you can do if you have an upper body injury like a shoulder, an elbow, or wrist, where you can't use one arm. So I'm going to demonstrate exercises where it ranges from simple to more elaborate or more technical, harder movements. In our MetMax rating system, basically a movement ranges from between 2 to level 4. So the first movement is a squat. So I'm going to demonstrate a proper squat where your back is neutral, it's not rounded. If you notice, you do not pause like I'm doing right now. That makes it much more inefficient. You want to go with constant motion like that, and you burn many more calories, and you'll get through your workout much faster, expending more calories, and it's all about calories. Next, you will sit a lunge. This is the proper technique. The knee's not going in. Now it's improper technique, as you notice the inward traveling of the knee. You want to make sure it's in alignment. You want to make sure your hips are level. Typically this hip will drop down. So now if you wanted to lunge and still work your core, let's say assuming you have a shoulder injury on this side, you can always lunge with this diagonal arm movement. Now this movement will work your legs and hips, of course. It's going to work your upper body on this side. It's going to work your core. It also works your back muscle on that side as well. And that actually has a therapeutic effect for the injured side. So you can actually work the non-injured side, burn more calories, still work your core, and work around the injury. Still get a great workout. You can also lunge with a upper body pattern in this way, where it now works this shoulder much more so than the other movement. Again, this still works your core, and again, you can still totally avoid the use of your injured arm. And when you work out, you also want to incorporate movements that also minimize your chances of injury. And for most people, that involves strengthening your hip muscles, the abductors. This is a movement where you can do that. You want to keep your core tight. If you notice here, I'm doing it the improper way, where the hip is going up and down, and this is the proper way. My hands are staying level. Give you a side view. The side view, as you can see, my back is staying neutral. It is not rounding at all. Now to make this exercise harder, you can just drop the band down to the ankle. That actually doubles the resistance. Much harder to keep your hips level, and to make sure that you keep your core very tight when you do that exercise. So for the highest level, you can do a one-legged squat essentially. You can just test your balance. If you can maintain your balance, you can try this exercise. You want to make sure you keep your knee over your ankle, just like the lunge position. Here it is me doing it wrong on the next repetition. I'm going to let my knee buckle in, and that's what you'll typically see. So you can actually look down if you want to make sure your knee is not buckling in. It's going right over the ankle, keeping your core tight. And you want to compare to your other leg. Now the benefit of this exercise is as you do one side and the other side, notice if you have any imbalances or differences between left to right. And if you do, you want to make sure you strengthen your weaker side well. If you notice, you want to keep your back flat in this position. So let me just elaborate on the exercise. So if you find that your, let's say, right leg is weaker, you actually want to do your left leg first. You want to do your stronger leg first before your weaker leg. Okay, that will help your weaker leg get stronger much faster. Okay, so it's counterintuitive. Normally you would think you want to do the weaker side first. But by doing the stronger side first, your nervous system travels and signals down and amplifies the signal, so when you do the weaker side, it's going to be a little bit stronger already, and mainly because of neuromuscular adaptation. So those are the higher level exercises that you can do for your lower body, and most of those movements you can incorporate. And now here's a side lunge. Okay, this is a great exercise to do. Works your inner thigh muscles much better than the inner outer thigh machine. You burn many more calories. It works on your balance. It stretches your inner thigh at the same time. Again, you want to make sure that your back is staying neutral. It is not rounded. You can go to either side. And same thing with this movement. You can hold the band, as you can see I will do here, and incorporate, again, assuming this shoulder is injured, you can do the same exercise, holding the band, working this upper body and your core. That's assuming if this side is injured. You can always hold it on the other arm. Now this will work your chest muscle, your core as well. So there's many variations of these exercises that you can do holding the band and avoiding the injured side. Okay, so if you have any questions, just contact us at info@bodysolutionsinc.com.